All right, mate. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk a little bit about some frog baits. We got a little something going down in August coming up called Battle of the Frogs, brought to you by Legion of Anglers here in the DMV, the Maryland, Virginia area. It is a kayak fishing tournament on August 20th on the Mattawoman Creek, part of the Potomac, off the Potomac River. One of the tribs, and it is a hollow body frog event only. There's also a side bass event going on, so you can get some bass in Mattawoman, let's be honest. But I've kind of come down to the fact that I want to make a special bait for this particular event for a lot of the guys, maybe to give out to the guys that participate in the event. And so I have a traditional old school. You've probably seen the video if you follow me on my channel. Old school plastic, soft plastic frog. But I want to do something a little bit different. That mold and style has been around for probably 20 years, maybe more, maybe 25. But I want to do something a little bit different, I think, for this event, and maybe treat some of the guys with some baits and stuff like that, to participate. And so I'm on the BTS mold side. I really like BTS. I like the quality of the stuff that I've gotten from BTS is top notch. And so I'm on their frog page. I'm just going to get some feedback from everybody that follows the channel. And you'll have a little bit of fun to pick out, okay, which style frog bait should we do? Okay, if you were fishing in that event and you were going to show up that day and you were going to get a bag of baits or whatever for coming out, what would you like? Or maybe you want to use it for the event. We'll see what happens with what goes down here once we see the timeline of getting the mold in. But we're looking at the frog molds here. So we got a Buzz Frog, which I love. Buzz Frog 4 cavity. You can pop this up right here, and we can kind of see here what we got in the 4 cavity. That's pretty sweet. That mirrors the old style. I bet it's got a hook thing down side on the bottom side, probably. So that's a Buzz Frog 4 cavity. 2-piece injection mold, pretty simple stuff. This is a 3.5 inch, 3.5 incher. Okay, go back. Take a look at this Buzz Frog mold. Here we go, Buzz Frog. Well, that's pretty cool. We don't have one done up, but basically, this is for those who aren't familiar with the molds. These are pretty much the aluminum production molds that most of us use. So there's a Buzz Frog. This one's 4.5 inches, and is a you can get that comes in either 2 or 4 cavities. So, and what that basically means, mates, is that when I pour them, I can pour 2 baits or 4 baits at a time. Here's a law. Looks like this one's probably a little bit bigger. Buzz Frog, and we can do all the different colors, all the different pigments with the plastisol. We can do a whole bunch of stuff in terms of making some unique stuff. Can also do some paint on. That's another little neat trick with the plastic baits, utilizing some other solvents and some other paints in terms of adding features to after they've they've been poured. So that's kind of cool. This one's again 3.5 inches long for this particular 2 cavity Buzz. I think we have one more, maybe 2 more. 301 frog. That's going to be a single cavity, which basically means it gets poured one at a time after we make the plastisol. That's a little bit wider. That's a little different there. That one's kind of neat. It's 3 inches, so it's a little bit smaller. And the Swim Frog. Have a looky here at the Swim Frog, see what we got going down with this. 1 cavity, 2-piece, 3.5. So 3.5 is pretty much the standard here. I kind of like that smaller one myself, just in my style of fishing. That's a pretty cool looking mold right there. I kind of like that one. I'm kind of leaning towards that. Let's check this last one out. Oh, that's just a tadpole. All right, so those were the 3. I'm kind of leaning towards that last one. But let me know. Comment in the comments. Send me a message wherever you find this. And let me know which mold you think I should do to do some of these baits for some of the mates from Legion of Anglers to give out to these guys in August. All right. See you next time.